Hey guys, I am back to do my wrap-up of my TBR for October and for my Spookathon wrap-up as well. Apologize in advance if I start coughing or really sniffly. I'm actually sick. But then I was like, hey, I'm home, I might as well film this because this stuff is just sitting on my floor because I don't want to put it away until I show you guys what I read. And there's just a lot of it sitting on the floor. And then I've got my manga that I bought way too much of. So I figured I'd just film a couple things. So apologize if my voice is a little, you know. But yeah. So first off, I'm just going to quickly do the Spookathon stuff because there's not as many of that, obviously. So this was a reading challenge that took place from October 15th through the 21st, and it was put on by Bookerly, Books and Lala, and Peter Likes Books. I put their information in my original video, so I'm talking about what I was going to read, so you guys can grab that if you want from there. But first off, we're just going to quickly go over what we read. The first thing was to read a thriller, and I read the Amityville Horror. I did read this. This was the only book I picked because I'm terrible about reading books. But I did actually read this whole thing. It was interesting. I mean, it's definitely, they're talking about, you know, the family that lived in the house, and like I think they were there for like 28 days before they just like fled the house and were like, we can't do this anymore. And like all the like the ghost things and the horror things and the creepy things that went on in their house before they like moved out. I feel like this gives you more in-depth than obviously the movies do, because the movies don't go quite into as much as to what exactly happened like each day like this one does, because this is literally like day by day. So it's kind of interesting. So if that's something that you're into, I'd say give it a shot. It was like 300 pages, so it wasn't exactly that long, but I enjoyed it. The next thing was to read a book with purple on the cover, and I did read the second volume of Princess Jellyfish. This was cute. I love Princess Jellyfish. It's just so cute. I don't like her. She's bad. So, but I did like this volume, and I just need to read more of it because I need to read more of it. The next thing that I read was read a book not set in the current time period. So I did read the first volume of Astro Lost in Space. This one was super cute. The characters are all, it's just a bunch of like kids that end up getting like, they were supposed to go on some like trip where I guess they're like I think like a week or so or something like that, where they go on to like a little like space island or something, and they like just try to survive with no adults. So they were left, and then something happened, like time warp, love little space warp time bubble things that they like to use, and next thing you know they're like transported like way far away on some ship, and it's just them trying to like survive, and it's really good. I really enjoyed that one. I actually also picked up the second volume of that one because I liked it so much I wanted to continue reading it. The next one was read a book with a spooky word in the title, and that was A Terrified Teacher. It's Ghoul School. I did end up reading the first 2 volumes of this one because why not? So this one was actually really cute. I like this one a lot. The teacher's a little weird, but he kind of grows on you. So it was definitely an interesting story, and I have the next 2 volumes, so I'll definitely read those. And then the last one was read a book with pictures in it, and obviously you all know all of my books pretty much except the one had pictures in it. So I just picked one of the longest ones because I was like, I need to read longer books because Readathon. So I picked Tarik Cafe, which is actually 3 volumes of the manga in the one. This was really, really, really good. It's got some really pretty art. The characters are really awesome. You know, it's basically, she does tarot, Pamela, the main character, does tarot card readings, and she always ends up dealing with like some like paranormally type situations when dealing with it, and that's like totally my jam. I love this one a lot. I definitely went and got the second volume of this one because it's only, I think, 2 or 3 volumes of this size, so I did get more of that. So that is everything that I did for the Spookathon. I wish I'd done like more like taking advantage of all the stuff they were doing on Twitter, because the ladies and Peter were great about like doing like reading sprints and all of this stuff, and they had a lot of fun with it, but because it was like work week and then the weekend I was gone because I was visiting my cousins, I really didn't like have any time to like, I just basically had time to read. I didn't have time to like take advantage of any of those, and like the reading sprints that they did always seemed to be like when I was at work, so I couldn't do those. So anyways, TBR. I read a lot, and I want to go through these quickly because it's already like 6 minutes long, and I don't want this video to be incredibly too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I read 24 volumes besides the stuff for Spookathon. So we're going to do this as quickly as I can. So, I read the second volume of Sorry Familiar. This is really cute. It's hilarious. I mean, the Familiar, the guy who's just the human, is super funny. And it's just really, if you want a fun story, read this one. I read the third volume of Laid Back Camp. This one's just cute. I mean, it's girls camping. How do you really go wrong with it? I kind of want the Nendroids of these girls now because they're just so adorable in this thing. I then read the first volume of Black Torch. I did have to read this because it just sounded so up my alley. You know, he can talk to animals, and he gets, I guess, possessed by a supernatural being, R-A-G-O, Rago, however you want to say that, and then he's like, you know, stuck in some mystical war dealing with the fact that he has these powers from this black cat, so to speak. So I did read that one, and that one was really good. I then read the first 2 volumes of Mobile Suit Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. I wanted to read more of the Gundam series because I've been reading Gundam Wing. Definitely, I mean, Gundam Wing is probably still my favorite just because I'm biased because I love my boys, and I'm not like, I haven't gotten any really crazy attachment to any of these characters yet, but I did like it enough to, when I was at the bookstore, buy 3 and 4 and read those 2. So there was that. Then I read If It's For My Daughter, I'd Even Defeat a Demon Lord. I don't think I added this originally to the list, but I just picked it up because I read through all of my stuff pretty quickly, and then I was like, well, what do I want to read now? And then I just randomly grabbed like first volumes that I hadn't like read yet. So I just decided to read this one. This one's really, really cute. I mean, she's adorable, and the guy who like adopted her, so to speak, he just dotes on her, and it's incredibly cute, and it's just really, really cute. And then I read Harkana Receive, probably said that wrong. This is cute. It's a volleyball one, and well, you know, you're gonna see butts because volleyball, well, beach volleyball. So it's all about the fact that the one girl, they're cousins, which is so cute. The one that just moved there has played volleyball, but not beach volleyball. So she's interested in playing it, and then she wants to be partners with her cousin, who I guess had like done beach volleyball in the past, but because of some situation she wasn't doing it anymore, and she was trying to convince her to do it again. So it's just really cute. I like the volume so far. I did order the second one. I think it's on its way. Then I got Getter RoboDevolution, and I read this one. I'm just on a mecha kick, so I wanted to get more mechas. This one was fine. I ordered the second volume. It's interesting. It's like, I think there's like 3 guys that can, yeah, we're fine. 3 guys that can drive the mechas, the different mechas, and you haven't gotten really into it yet. I did get the second volume to keep on going with that. So much manga. I finished reading volume 7 of Sailor Moon. I have not finished Sailor Moon yet. I did get the rest of it. I haven't finished it yet. I think I was halfway through this one, the last TBR, and I didn't finish it. So I did finally finish it. I mean, it's Sailor Moon. It's awesome. And then I read the second volume of Demon Slayer. This one was good. I mean, it's definitely a shonen. I mean, he's just, you know, he's trying to save his sister, and I can appreciate that, certainly. But it's pretty good. I will keep it going for now. I then read the second volume of, however you want to say that, School Suite. This one was fine. It's like a battle school thing, which I normally don't like, but I think the way they did it, I appreciate it more, because they basically they battle, and there's like these crystals that they have to protect that are floating around their body, and when the crystals are shattered, they lose. So it's not like, oh, battle royale where they die at the end, which I appreciate because I don't like the death battle royale, but it's good so far. I finished the 7th volume of Bungo Stray Dogs. I realized I didn't have the 8th one, and I quickly ran and got it, but I haven't read it yet. I love Bungo Stray Dogs. It's such a good series. It's definitely getting a little more crazy. Yeah. A lot of fighting with the different organizations going on. I kind of don't like that, but it is what it is. And then I've read the first volume of Cells at Work, because I wanted to see if I wanted to get more of it, because it is Kodansha, so I was looking to see what else I wanted to continue with a Kodansha sale. It's cute. I mean, they're teaching me things, and I can appreciate that, and it's just a cute little story, and so far so good. I then read School of Horns, Volume 1. This is so cute. This kid, he's got the little baby horns. Apparently, like, bigger horns mean you have stronger magic. So he doesn't have really strong magic because he's got these small horns, but apparently he's got, like, maybe I don't want to go into that. Does it say it on the back? You find out that he's got some kind of power of his own. I don't want to go into too much detail because it would potentially spoil that part of it. But it's just him, like, you know, becoming friends with the other kids and trying to deal with his discovery of what kind of magic he has. So it's really cute, and I definitely liked it. And I was like, I need the second one now, but it's not out yet. And then I read The Sleepy Princess in the Demon Kingdom, the second volume. It's more of the same. Princess getting into high antics because she just wants to sleep. But it's cute. I then read Made in Abyss Volume 3. This one, you know, it's really cool. I just like the, like, oh wait, your 7 Cs, we're fine. This one, oh my gosh, I mean, I really like this story about her just trying to find her mother. There was a pretty big thing at the end of this one that, yeah, so choked me up a little bit, let's just say that. I then read the second volume of Tokyo Toriba Girls. I really like this one. I don't know, I guess I just like josei, because I apparently don't really like romance, but when they're older women in romance settings, it doesn't bother me as much, because it's not like, oh, does he like me? No, it's just like, you know, we're just trying to find a boyfriend. So I appreciate that. So that one's good. I can't wait to read the third one. And then I read Satan's Secretary. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. If you've not read this yet and you just want a funny story, go read it. The only thing that bothers me is the fact that the next volume doesn't come out until like June or July of next year. So it's like, it really doesn't come out very long. But it's just hilarious. She's so funny. She's just like, how can we like make like Satan's situation more like economical, and how can we, you know, like give like, we'll like make his minions want to work more because we're gonna give them like free healthcare and like childcare services, and I'm just like, this is just so funny. I then also read the third and fourth volume of the case studies of Vitius. This one's interesting. Sometimes I have a feeling like I'm having trouble keeping up with this one. It's like a vampire one, and it's so like the art is just like really pretty art, but the storyline I sometimes feel like I'm losing track with it. But it's like pretty enough that I want to keep going. And then last but not least, yes, I read so much manga, is Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Gundam The Origins. I actually liked Gundam The Origins better than I like Thunderbolt. Like, I liked the character, this main character, better, but this is so expensive because it's like 30 bucks for like a volume. So I only want to get it if I can get it on like a really good sale. Like, I don't know if Barnes & Noble ever does like a buy two get one free for Vertical, but if they did, I'd be like all on it because I want to get more of this, but I want to not have to pay $30 for a volume. And even the Right Stuff sale, it's okay, but I think the best sale I could possibly get it for would be the if they do a buy two get one free from Barnes & Noble. So that would be the best price that I could find for this guy. So I keep holding out that they will, and then I figured if like either Barnes & Noble's or Books A Million or one of them does like a 30% or a 40% off one item coupon, then that would actually be worth it just to get like one volume and to keep going. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I do want to catch up, but it's just I need it to not be so pricey. And that's it. That is the everything that I read for October. It's not even all of October. I've still got like, I don't even know what day it is. I'm so like out of it. But I've still got multiple days left in October, but I just don't think that I'm going to read too much manga. So I figured I'm probably okay. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the TBR. Like I said, I'm not going to do one for November and December just because I'm going to be doing some readathons in November, and I will be hosting with Bazaar and Jean Graves the readathon in December. So I just don't want to pick any manga for the TBR. I want to just see what I want to read for those months, or you know, go off of prompts, because I know the 24-hour Tezuka one has prompts. And I'll have to film a video about what I'm planning on reading for that, which is going to be very interesting because my sister and I just signed up to go to a convention that weekend. So yeah, we'll see how well I read when I'm going to be at an anime convention on that Saturday. But we'll try. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the TBR for October wrap-up and my wrap-up for the Spookathon. I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope to participate in it next year. So I will see you guys later for the next video. Everyone have a very good rest of the day. Bye!